You might it was in the headlines recently when two prosecutors were politically assassinated. They were Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hartman and her husband. They were murdered. And then Senator John Coughlin and his wife were injured. And it all came about because someone was disguised as a policeman, knocked on their door, and they opened the door. And that made us think, what should we do if someone knocks on your door? Okay, a police officer or FBI agent. So when they come knocking on your door, please tell us, what should you do?
Yeah, the interesting, just to talk a minute about what happened out there in Minnesota. The interesting thing about that situation, these were state representatives, these were politicians
Yes.
who worked with the police, who, had no reason to distrust the police. And when they see someone who appears to be a police officer at the door, they open the door. It's no issue. So most of us aren't in that situation. Most of us aren't expecting the police to, be knocking on our door, and it's this natural inclination of, the heart skips a beat a little bit. And I think especially if you're a person of color in America,
Mhm.
you know, your heart definitely gonna skip a beat.
True.
You don't know
Even
what
you a
the
lawyer, you still be scared.
yeah, yeah. Listen, I've been pulled over. I've been pulled over, I'm a black man in America. Of course I've been pulled over. And I've been stopped as a kid. I remember walking down the street. I remember this is the 70s, walking down the street around the corner from my house. And I lived in Crown Heights, it was all white Jewish area. And I'm like, I don't know, 14, 15 years old. So I looked about 10 at the time. And I just remember this car screeching, pulled up in front of me. I was like, what? And then this four white guys jumped out and just started, hey, hold on right there. And they started going through my pockets. I didn't know who they were. I did see a badge on one of them around the necks, but I was like, what's going on? They literally went through all my pockets, which were like two pockets. Then they jumped in the car and drove off. What the hell just happened? I don't know what just happened.